Okay, this is Weather Outlook. I'm updating this on Friday, July 25th. We have a cold front that's crossing the state today with some showers and some thunderstorms. And then I'm also going to include in this video a discussion on why I think winter will be a little different than we've had in the last few years. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like, and I'm doing this around 3 o'clock. This is kind of what we have going on right now. We have thunderstorms up there towards Wayne County. We have some crossing the Wilkes-Barre area out towards Sunbury and hanging out to State College. It's kind of a broken line. Yesterday, I thought it would be a little tighter than this, but all this is coming to the south. So these could get a little bit stronger as they go to the south. So anybody can expect this, basically a severe thunderstorm out of this as it goes through and some downpours. Um, it's not tornadic type of system, but it like I said, it could give you a pretty quick downpour and through that. But this is the beginning of a temperature pattern that's going to change, and by the end of next week, it's definitely going to be a lot chillier. Temperatures will be actually below normal by the end of next week. Okay, so just to touch on when the cold air is coming in or the cooler air is coming in, this is next Wednesday's highs. And as you can see, even down by Baltimore and Washington, temperatures are in triple digits. They're pretty warm, upper 90s along the I-95, 90s towards Allentown, Reading, Harrisburg, up that way. But that's what it looks like Wednesday afternoon. Now, this is Thursday afternoon. You can see temperatures to the north in the 70s. The only place you're going to find 80s is along the I-95 corridor, and then again back up towards the Allentown and Reading and that way in Lancaster, but just barely. And these are your Friday morning temperatures. 40s to the north and 50s to the south, and yeah, Jersey, Delaware, and Philadelphia in the low 60s. But look at that, a lot of 40s up in the northern part of the state, and nice cool weather coming down. Humidity is also not going to be a factor at that point. And as we go through the day on Friday, you can see temperatures basically mid to upper 70s across Pennsylvania, with just the big cities and the I-95 corridor getting to around 80. So definitely below normal. And that's the start of it on Friday. And it'll probably last for a week to 10 days. So let's look at my thoughts for the winter. Now, I found this map. It doesn't associate with the last 2 years, the winters of 23 and 24. But this is kind of what it was. There was a lot of thermal action down here by the equator, and what the computers were showing was this was going to be below normal, and it ended up being above normal. So what ended up happening is you just didn't get your big coastal storms. We had some colder temperatures, but on average, it was not what was predicted. Now, notice, look up in this corner up here towards Japan, up in the top here. You see blue. It was cold up there, below normal. I wouldn't say cold, I used the wrong verbiage here, but it was below normal up here in this blue zone. So let me show you what it looks like now. Okay, see the blues down here where it was really above normal? That's what we thought was going to happen the last couple of years, and it didn't. Well, now it's cool down here. But take a look up here to the north, especially off the coast of Japan over here. Definitely, 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 it's above normal up here. All these darker colors and pinkish colors and stuff up there. It's definitely above normal, a lot. And that's going to drift to the east and heat up the northern part of the Pacific. And if the bottom of the Pacific stays cold or cooler below normal than what it is right now, then I can see the currents and the way the pattern goes coming down through Canada, down into the U.S., through the Great Lakes, and then the northeast area of the United States would be into the colder air. And then southwestern part of the country would be warmer. So that's kind of what I'm seeing it right now. And if this cold air right now, the way it looks, comes in time for November, I would not hesitate to say that if you live up in the areas along the lakes up there in November, you're probably going to get some hefty snows because by living up there, the temperatures of the lakes are the warmest in November than more than they are than in January and February. So if you're going to get a big down drop of snow, um, it's going to be in November and December. So I think you should be prepared for something in November there. And the question is do we get a lot of snow? I don't know that yet. I can't point that out, but I can only show you when you're looking at these things, what's going on and what it could lead to. And that's kind of the reasoning so far that I've deducted on why I think colder than normal temperatures in the Great Lakes and down through the Northeast. All right, everybody take care and be safe.